got a heal from Sylvanas, which is also going to give us that shield. We're going to go ahead and ult. We have 40% damage reduction onto the Cthulhu right as he entered his ultimate, so that feels good. We get the root off onto the Sun Wukong, and we're able to dash through him, land in this AMC. AMC has the increased movement speed. We're going to explode out, get the double kill onto Cthulhu. We're going to keep pushing up with our team. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy SeanyB Gaming, and today we have a viewer request to play Nox mid. If you are new to the channel, I upload 6 to 7 times a week. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right and what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If you are a returning viewer, Nox smacks. The only condition with Nox is you can't miss your combo. So let's go ahead and review Nox. Nox's passive, which is what we're going to handle right now as we're casting our ability in Fountain, is every time Nox casts an ability, one of her candles on her passive is going to become lit. She has 4 candles. Each candle that is lit, Nox is going to gain 3% bonus magical power. So with 4 candles, that's up to 12% magical bonus power. And you only lose the light on a candle when you take damage from an enemy god. Nox's 1 is going to be a line attack that roots enemies. This ability is not affected by crowd control reduction. Nox is going to face her target. If she hits them, she can continue to walk outside of the cast range and it'll still keep them rooted. Nox's 2 is going to be a silence. So enemies that walk over this ability aren't going to be able to cast any abilities. And the combo, ideally, is going to be you land your 2 on the enemy, or you place it under them, and then you hit the 1 onto them, trapping them in your silence. Nox's 3 is probably her most underrated ability. Nox is going to dash forward, dealing damage to all enemies. If she hits an ally god, she's going to enter that god, becoming their shadow. Nox can hang out in the ally for up to 8 seconds, and then she can also cancel early to deal damage, or let it fully expire and deal damage.
Thanks.
Nox's ultimate, she's going to shoot a line attack that has a ball on it. It's going to travel. Its range, I believe, is around like 120. We got Hercules on us. We're able to dash back under tower, and that is why we are super happy that we put our second point into our 3, so that way we'd be able to dash away. Nox's ultimate has a range of around 120. Once it reaches that max range, it's going to explode. Enemies hit by the explosion are going to deal 40% less damage for 5 seconds. So now that we've gone over all of Nox's abilities, let's kind of go over how we intend to build her. So we are going to be going into Mage's Blessing. That way we can get a little bit of early game power, a little bit of early game MP5, and that 10% cooldown once we evolve it. Then we are going to be going into the Spear of Desolation, I believe. And we're going into the Spear of Desolation to get that extra 10% cooldown. That passive, where anytime we get a kill or an assist, we're going to reduce our cooldowns by 2 seconds. And the Flat Pen and magical power provided by Spear of Desolation. So with Nox, I really like her having a pretty short cooldown. I think if you can throw your combo and then use your 3 to dash into an ally, kind of wait it out, wait for your combo to come back up, and then explode, use your combo again. It's very, very effective to do this kind of combo, but you want to make sure your cooldowns will reset after the 8 seconds. So we miss our combo, and that's what we got to try to avoid. One of my favorite things when playing with a Nox, who I have comms with, is if they're missing their stuff, you just gotta be like, eventually, man, you gotta hit one of those combos. And that's really what Nox is. It's the 2-1 combo, and then the 3 is kind of the, will take you to the next level of play. 3 allows you to do a lot of things, and it's kind of hard to predict. We get this Persephone with our 1. We're gonna go ahead and ult her, and we're able to get the pick. So that was not the first blood, but we were able to get a pick for our team. We're going to go ahead and back, pick up the Shoes of Focus.
Retreat.
We're thinking about it, but we're going to go with Shoes of the Focus. We want that additional 10% cooldown. And I think in this game, we actually plan on going into a lifesteal item, the Bancroft's Talon. Because we're going into a lifesteal item, I feel like we don't need the lifesteal boots. Plus, with Nox, you're really trying to avoid damage from the enemy, so you can keep your passive fully lit.
An ally has been slain.
If we are playing a style where we need lifesteal this early on, we're probably being a little too aggressive. I think lifesteal after Spear of Desolation is kind of an appropriate time, and that should help us throughout the mid and late game. Plus, Bancroft's Talon kind of just smacks. So it looks like our jungler is going left. We're going to clean up this wave in mid. Persephone is kind of annoying to go against, but this Persephone is not punishing me that much. We're going to go ahead and move over to these harpies, pick these bad boys up. Make our way back to lane, and we have no camps that we can really go for. We could go for the back left harpies, or we could go for their mid harpies. And that was a terrible 2, by the way. Missed a lot of minions. Looks like the Sawelix needs a little bit of help, so we're going to rotate over, see if we can help. We throw down our silence. Hercules blinks over. Smart play by him. Really good play by him, actually. So, we tried. Unfortunately, we got played. So we weren't able to help out our Sawelix. Gonna cast our 2. And if Persephone's not standing in it, and we don't have our jungler coming, I don't think there's really much of a point of casting the 1 and trying to get her. A little bit different with our dash. We're going to use our 2 and miss our 1. And that's the combo we need to hit, not miss. Whenever you hit your 2 under somebody before it explodes, if you can't get the 1 off, they just walk out of it and you're on cooldown. We're going to go ahead and ult this Cthulhu. Tick damage is going to get him from our ultimate. We're in kind of a bad situation. We're going to try to do as much peeling as possible. Persephone ult. I don't think there's much getting away with that. Even if we did use our beads, I think the damage from the ultimate would have gotten us. So we're going to get the tier 2 version of Spear of Desolation. And right there, I probably did not need to dash after I ulted the Cthulhu. I know that Nox's ultimate does tick damage, so I probably should have just said tick damage is going to get it, or it's not going to get it. But me dashing in isn't even going to put me in the range to do anything if the ultimate doesn't get it. And by the time I finished dashing, I was really far up the lane, and I had 3 people in front of me, in front of my tower. We have all of our candles lit. Our red buff is up. We're going to go ahead and rotate towards that. Looks like the enemy is in our left jungle. 3 people, so we're just going to go straight for the team fight. Embarrassing. We miss it. We do have our ultimate, but we're going to loop back towards our team.
I have to go clear a wave.
Sorry for the random voices you may hear in this game. I was playing with 2 controllers, and my mic controller died. So you are hearing my homies that I'm playing with.
My ultimate's up.
We're going to go ahead and get our red buff. It is the Sawelix and the Sylvanas that I am playing with. So anytime my mic controller dies and they talk, gets picked up by the game capture card. Ooh, a Persephone teleporting to mid? That is very strange. I wonder if she intentionally meant to get the teleport relic or not. We got our Spear of Desolation, so we just hit a pretty large power spike. Now we're going to look to be pretty aggressive with our 2-1 combo. After we max out our 2, I like to max out the 3. If you can dash through somebody, end up in an ally, and then explode again, that is a lot of damage, and it'll be a lot more damage than the 1.
My plan unfolds.
Enemies missing mid. It looks like they rotated left, so we're going to go ahead and rotate that way as well.
Out of mana.
Does not look like a fight is about to break out, so we're going to actually go back to mid. Persephone is in mid. We get our 2-1 combo off, do over half her health, dash through her. And we miss our ultimate. Oh my goodness. We get over the basic. Thank goodness. That would have been atrocious. We're going to move with this Oelix. We're going to go ahead and dash into her. Unfortunately, we might have done that a little too early, but she is going to be traveling to the left lane faster than myself because she has her Suko. We're going to use our 2. Unfortunately, the Kulu gets pulled out, but the Rama stands in it. We are going to try to dash into this Oelix. Oelix goes down, and then... So in a situation like that, when you're Nox and you're inside an ally, I had super low health, so I was probably going to go down after 1 poke or 1 ability. Oelix had super low health, so Oelix got taken out. The enemy team had damage heading towards that Oelix. Oelix goes down, I appear, I take the damage that was aimed at Oelix, and it gets me because my health was super low. So we bought ourselves a little bit of time. Unfortunately, we were probably a little too weak there. We cast all 3 of our abilities before going to lane, and that's going to put 3 of our candles on fire, meaning that we do 9% additional magical damage. Gonna clear up the wave. Our red buff is up, but it looks like our jungler is on the right side of the jungle, so we might not hit it quite yet. Looks like we're gonna go for it. Nope, we realized that our timing for the wave was going to be off, so we're going to hit this wave first, and then we're going to make our way to the red buff.
Thanks.
My plan unfolds.
We're going to use our 2, and then we're going to dash through it. So one of the reasons that Nox is not picked up as much as some of the other mages, I'm actually a huge fan of Nox. I think she has a really good kit, really fun, and kind of has a relatively decent skill cap. Her 1 does not do any melee damage, or minion damage I should say, and her 3 would put her in a bad position if she were to use that on the wave. So for clearing minions, you really only have your 2 safely, and then if you wanted to be aggressive, you could use your 3, but you can't use your 1 to clear minions. Because she has an ability that just does 0 damage to minions, that kind of puts her at a disadvantage compared to some of the other characters. We're going to detonate, we're going to throw our silence, we get the root. Unfortunately, we did not get the silence under the root, but we're able to get the damage with our 1. This Rom's hanging around. We're going to dash in aggressively, throw down our silence, get the root onto the Rom. We're able to get the pick there. We're going to go ahead and throw our ultimate. We get some damage. It hit its max range before it hit the enemy. So unfortunately that did not connect. We're going to dash into this Oelix. And we're going to hop out. Go ahead and hit this purple. Since we just push them back and left, I think it's always a good idea to invade, hit the enemy camps, and try to gain something for your advantage that you just created for yourself. So we are going to back. We are just shy of the Bancroft's Talon, but we're going to go ahead and pick up our Aegis, pick up a ward or 2, and then head back to mid. So right now we're 5-2-1. We've had a death or 2 that was probably preventable. We could have hit our 1-2 combo a few more times to get in a few more kills, But I feel like we're in a decent spot. We're in a pretty good spot in our build. We have a level on the enemy mid laner, and we're making some decent rotations. We haven't really rotated right yet, but we have helped out left a couple of times. Persephone is in left, so I feel like I should rotate left to help out. It's 4v Sylvanas right now. Looks like Sylvanas is about to go down. We're going to keep looping back. Throw down a ward. We get our 2-1 combo off onto this Cthulhu. It does a lot of damage. We miss our ultimate again. Oh my, I thought he was going to dash, so I kind of let it, and he didn't dash at all. We get our 2-1 combo onto the Rom. That's what we're looking to do, just this 2-1 combo over and over. Hercules got some good dodge. We're going to hop into the Awelix. Awelix is able to get us a little bit more distance between us and the Hercules, which is what we were going for. So right here, they're in our left jungle. I don't even feel safe going up to my tier 1 tower in mid. We miss our combo. We would have gotten the pick there if we would have hit that hit onto Rama, unless he had a relic. Gonna use our dash to avoid the Hercules. Still a bit of a fight going on left. It looks like Tyr is finally making the rotation left. We are kind of hurting for mana and health. It looks like they left our left jungle. We're going to go ahead and pick up the Bancroft's Talon. Bancroft's Talon is going to provide 100 magical power and 12% magical lifesteal. That number could be different. But the cool thing about Bancroft's Talon is its passive. The weaker you get, the more damage you deal. And I believe it's... I forget the metrics of it. If you have around like 10 or 20% health, you deal an additional 100 power. If you're at 50% health, you deal anywhere from like 40 to 60 additional magical power from the item, or get magical power from the item. So, the weaker you are, the more damage you get from Bancroft's Talon. The healthier you are, you're still doing the damage from the base stats. Bancroft's is a really strong lifesteal item. We're going to go with this instead of the Soul Gem. Soul Gem is also a very strong item, but Bancroft's just does a little bit more damage consistently. Right there, that was a good play. We got our damage off. Sylvanas got his root off. We dash through Cthulhu and then explode out of the Sylvanas. We get our 2-1 combo off. Sylvanas gets the pick. We were going to ult the Cthulhu, but Cthulhu went down, so then we tried to switch it to Persephone. And that was the third ult in a row that we missed. So if you want to get good with NOX, focus on your 2-1 combo. The more you hit that in a game, the more successful you'll be. And then same with the ultimate. I can't believe I've missed 3 in a row. Even though I'm missing them, I still feel like we're having a good NOX game. We're going to rotate back mid.
Be right back.
Persephone is missing. We could go for the right Harpies. Looks like Persephone's over in the right lane. I think I just saw her near the Awelix.
On my way.
She's making her way back mid. We might be able to cut her off on this corner. There we go. She uses her beads, so she's able to just walk out of the damage. Cthulhu is pretty far pushed up and left. Looks like we're gonna go for our damage. Rama's here. We miss our 2-1 combo. Oof. Two people in mid. We're kind of hurting for mana, but we can still cast a few abilities. The AMC is able to get the pick onto Cthulhu. We're going to see if we can make a play onto this Persephone. She jumps out right as we use our 2. She ults, so we're going to try to basic attack the center of it so we can destroy her ultimate. But it was enough time to buy her an escape route. We're going to clear that wave, go ahead and back, pick up our mana, buy a tier 2 item, and then make our way left.
Attack. Chase the enemy.
So we are going to go into the Spear of the Magus. After Bancroft's Talon.
Our allies are in trouble. All right, calm down.
They have 2 down, we have 4 up. There's 2 over and left. Cthulhu is in mid, so we have 4 people pushing these 2 people. We want to be as aggressive as possible here. We dash into AMC, but I think we confused them because we caused them to turn around.
They were warned.
T is able to get the pick. We use our 2-1 combo. We're able to get the slow, the root. We ult. At least we hit somebody that time. We hit the Cthulhu. Persephone is dead. She's in her after death animation. So right now I think that Gold Fury is pretty open. We can go ahead and make our way there.
My plan unfolds.
With Nox, we can go ahead and take the aggro and then just use our 3 to dash into somebody. Cthulhu ults, so we had 2 people pretty weak. We're going to go ahead and have to back up there.
I will be
Enemy
restored
ultimate
soon
down.
enough.
That was a good play by the Cthulhu. He keeps our team off the Gold Fury. Looking at the camps on the map, red left harpies and right harpies are up, so we might want to spend a little bit of time in the middle lane trying to get some of these neutral camps.
Retreat middle lane.
The enemy team got the Gold Fury.
Your middle tower is under attack.
So we're just going to basic attack these minions, save our ability for the next wave. They were already taking tower shots. We're going to use our 2. 2 has a 8-second cooldown now, which is about the duration of our 3 when we're in an ally.
Don't take another step.
A lot of people pushing us. We're going to dash back.
Your team has destroyed a left enemy tower.
It is a 4v4 in mid. Both hunters are in the carry lane. We get rooted. Tyr is frontlining pretty well, being super aggressive. We are going to get our combo off onto the Hercules. We try to dash back into AMC, but we miss. We're pretty far back. We got a heal from the Sylvanas, which is also going to give us that shield. We're going to go ahead and ult. We have 40% damage reduction onto the Cthulhu right as he entered his ultimate, so that feels good. We get the root off onto the Sun Wukong, and we're able to dash through him, land in this AMC. AMC has the increased movement speed. We're going to explode out, get the double kill onto Cthulhu. We're going to keep pushing up with our team. So if Sylvanas would tank it. Oh, come on, Sylvanas. I'm even playing with you. You know better. Tyr's able to get a pick. We're going to dash into Tyr, but it looks like Tyr is going to just disengage, which is completely fine. They just have the 1 person left. I think we could totally push this middle Phoenix right now. We have the people. Come on, Sylvanas. This is you. Took us a little bit too long. We were a little too hesitant right there. We had 5 people and our AMC decided not to even go for the Phoenix. So that was very uncoordinated. If we would have all pushed that Phoenix when it was just the Rama up, I'm pretty sure we would have gotten it.
Sorry.
We had the Tyr and AMC kind of split off. Sylvanas didn't start tanking it. That definitely could have been a little bit smoother. We're going to go ahead and pick up the Spear of the Magus. Spear of the Magus is going to give us 110 magical power. It's going to give us 10 magical penetration. And whenever we damage an ability, they're going to become marked and all damage sources onto this enemy is going to be increased by 7.5%. So let's say that we can hit our 2 under somebody, then we hit our 1. The 1's going to do the first tick of damage, so it's going to apply the Spear of the Magus proc. Then the 2 is going to explode, dealing 7.5% more damage. And then the tick damage from the 1 is also going to deal 7.5% more damage after the initial tick. So right now, we are definitely entering the late game. We are almost full build. We are all almost level 20. We managed to put 4 levels onto that Persephone and keep her at a level 15. Objectives are kind of big at this point in the game. We want to make sure that we are at least contesting Gold Fury and Pyromancer. We're going to hit this neutral, or our Harpy, I should say, not neutral. Since we know the Gold Fury is coming up soon, we're going to drop these Oracles, and if your team can get the last hit on both Oracles, you're going to get Vision on the Gold Fury. This Vision does not last as long as a ward, but it is pretty helpful. It's like a free ward. 2, 1, dash, explode. Oh, didn't even need to explode to get the pick right there.
Chase the enemy.
Oh no, Tier knocked him back, so we missed our 1. We're gonna go ahead and dash into Tier. That feels like a safe place. Just existing. We explode, we throw our silence down. Unfortunately, Hercules just walks right around it. We are waiting for cooldown. We're gonna go ahead and ult the Hercules. We miss our 1. We get the hit onto Rama. We dash through the Rama. We're able to get the pick onto him. Poor guy. Wasn't really even aiming for him. We miss our 2-1 combo again on this Hercules. He's absolutely gonna get us. Yeah. We can't afford to miss that combo 2 times in a row. Luckily, that Rama just happened to walk onto my 2 and be right in my dash vision. So that puts us at 9, 3, and 5. I feel like we're still having a pretty good game. I like having the cooldown. If you feel like you do not need lifesteal, or you want to go lifesteal boots, and you didn't want to get to Bancroft's Talon, we would go into Mage's Blessing, the lifesteal boots, Spear of Desolation, Spear of the Magus, Soul Reaver, Obsidian Shard. Looks like they are on Fire Giant. AMC is going to make a play. They are somewhat sticking to Fire Giant. AMC is able to get the pick onto Cthulhu. Very nice. We were able to keep them off of Fire Giant. So right here we're going to use all of our abilities to get the 3 candles lit.
Attack Fire Giant.
Gold Fury is up. Our team is pushing them back in right jungle. I think we could actually make a play for Fire Giant if we had AMC and one of our tanky characters with us. We have AMC following behind us. Gold Fury is a little bit easier to kill than the Fire Giant. So we're just going to head over here, get this with the AMC. The Primal Fury is going to make it to where we deal more damage to objectives. The objectives being the Pyromancer and Fire Giant. Our red's up. We're going to go ahead and head this way, pick this bad boy up.
My eyes gaze upon all.
Hercules is nearby. We silence, we finally get him, do some great damage, and we're able to get the pick. We try to dash into Sylvanas, we completely miss, and now we are in a terrible position. We're able to get our 2 off thanks to a root from the Sylvanas. We're feeling pretty safe back here with this kind of spacing, but we have 0 candles lit, so we're looking to cast all of our abilities pretty soon.
Idiocy is not an offense.
With them falling back to their middle Phoenix, I think this was a great time to try to make a play for the Fire Giant. Or to just go for the tower.
Attack the Titan!
We're going to go ahead and clear the wave. Eat some tower shots, so that way Wheelix gets a false sense of confidence and runs in there first. We get the right tower. Now we need to fall back. Pyromancer would be an easy objective to secure right now. Fire Giant would be a little bit more adventurous, and I'm pretty sure that they'd contest us. In fact, it looks like they're
here.
high contesting right here. This is not a good fight. We got our tower. We should fall back. We miss our 2-1 combo onto the Hercules. Cthulhu ults.
Our allies are in trouble.
I'm assuming that's the fake Song Wukong. We're able to get the 2-1 combo onto the Rom. He Aegises. We're going to dash.
Ally has been slain.
Mother. That Hercules.
Our allies are in trouble.
I apologize. I did have to mute part of the video. One of my friends got very upset.
Your middle tower is under attack.
So after that team fight, I'm the only one who survived. They have 4 people left, and they were able to get the Pyromancer, most likely going for the Fire Giant right now. We're going to go ahead and ignore the left lane full of minions. This might be a misplay. Okay, so yeah, I was moving for the Fire Giant. Left lane gets cleaned up by the minions. We're going to go push over here just to get the minions to meet a little farther up in the lane
Hey, I'm
instead of
level,
so close to our lane.
18. It sucks. Help me, help me.
We are going to use our ability on the minion wave. Not the minion wave, on the Harpy camp to help our Sylvanas level up. As you can hear, he's only a level 18, and he needs a little bit of help on the camps. So, this is where things get spicy. We have Sylvanas and AMC over in left lane doing their own thing. Me and Tyr start comboing the Sun Wukong. I have a terrible dash that puts me in a terrible position. We're going to fall back because of it. We have 2 people being super aggressive. Sun Wukong ults, and here comes the Hercules. This is where everything falls apart.
Friends don't leave friends behind.
So now it is a 4v3. Now it is a 4v1. It is just me in this lane. AMC and Sylvanas are rotating over. By the time they get over here, they are already marching up our tower. I'm about to go down. AMC, I don't know. It's taken him longer than Sylvanas to get over here. We tried to land our thingy-mabobs. We could have beads and Aegis right there, but unfortunately we did not. So the Sylvanas and AMC are still alive. It's just they came to the team fight a little too late. Because we did not have the wards and we did not have the grouping, the enemy team was able to just make a good push. They got 2 picks, decided to be full on aggressive. There was 1 person in the lane, so they just kept marching. By the time the other 2 people rotate over, it's just those 2 people. So they're going to get the win for this game, but I still feel like we had a good Nox game. Well, if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you feel like you learned anything at all, be sure to check out the channel and subscribe for more videos. These stats for this game will be posted in just a second. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.